we go. Okay.
Just
now
in time for you and Sprocket to talk to a dude.
I'm talking to a dude?
Oh, yes. So, welcome back, Mirra.
Why, thank you. Sorry about that.
I'm glad your frame is done.
There we go.
Since where Breya lives is still in Valona,
Get on the ship,
they
guys.
should
We
be
don't
able
have
to.
a lot of time.
Hold on, Breya.
Already on the ships, like, fucking. Let's go.
You guys don't even know the reason I was working on this ship.
That's true, I'm sorry.
I'm sure the owner of the ship will understand. Come.
Is something wrong with the ship?
It's a ticking time bomb.
No, it's completely fine, but hold on. Pretty much transportation should be given as part of the quest if it takes you within Valona's boundaries. God, I can't talk.
Oh no, are you okay?
No.
Oh no!
I'm not.
No!
But yes, transportation should be given as long as it's within Valona's boundaries. But we can try to use this ship. I'm just kinda scared of the captain. I'm going to be honest. You want to try a different ship? Do you?
No, I can.
Okay.
Any ship will do as long as we can get there quickly.
Why are you scared of him? That's not good.
He's kind of. I don't know. He's kind of rough around the edges. Not my
scary
kind
as
of.
Aurora?
Not my kind of guy.
Is he a dick?
Let's go talk to him. How
I'm
about
sure he'll like me.
All right.
Everyone
I'll
likes
wait here
me.
with my animals.
Can you? Yeah, leave the animals.
I'm just gonna wait here with them. I don't trust anyone not to kill them.
Oh, marshmallow
Are you?
person.
That's
So
pretty.
I'm gonna
You're
wait
waiting-
on the dock, I guess you would call it.
Yeah, more or less.
I don't want to
Okay.
leave my animals alone.
Okay.
Shrike is joining the negotiations party.
So you can stand behind us and bellow your cloak.
No,
So-
because if he's mean to Sprocket, he's about to, like, get melted if he's mean to you.
Basically, as you guys start to leave away from the mechanical area, the mechanics stations, you start going towards just like the sidewall, where there's just this long desk, and
Hey, boss.
so I'm gonna say that the only person that probably doesn't know Shrike, most of you are pretty well associated with all the different races, being Valona is such a very, it's a kingdom that's rich in different races.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
What you guys see is a hobgoblin standing over a desk, and it seems like he's going over papers with another individual next to him. Seems to be a dwarf. Blonde hair, I should say. They seem to be arguing about something.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Boss.
Sprocket, that rudder better not have a modicum of rust.
Don't worry. I'm working on it, sir. I'm almost done. But
Try
real quick.
with your face.
Okay.
I would check your tone, sir.
He looks over as soon as he hears that. Well, I should say he does this.
Shrike, don't be rude. Excuse me, are you the captain?
Do trees normally talk?
This one does.
I am Groot.
Technically, he's not a tree, sir.
He's as tall as one. In any case. So, can you tell me why you're here talking to me instead of doing the things that you need to do in order for that ship to be able to take off today, like planned?
Well,
Because I'm pretty sure you're not done yet.
it is definitely gonna leave off today. Don't worry about that.
I put my hand
it's
on
just-
his shoulder and step forward. Are you the captain, I presume?
Whose shoulder?
Sprocket.
Okay. Yes, I am the captain of this specific fleet.
Excellent. And I
Technically, that would. Never mind. Any case,
I show my badge, the Valoran Elite badge.
can I help you?
It's very nice to meet you here on your lovely ship. We do have a quest, and we're looking for passage not too far away. Looks like Midway Burrows.
The farm town?
Correct. There is a rather large issue there, and we were looking for passage aboard this fine vessel.
We were never told that there was any issue with Midway Burrows.
We do have this quest.
You're being told
He
there's an
takes the
issue there
paper.
now, aren't you?
He takes the paper. But he basically it doesn't say what the issue is. It just says that they need your assistance within 4 weeks of the notice.
That
And
is
then he doesn't like shove it into you, but he like quickly like take it.
I use Aura of Friendship. Aura of Friendship, bitch! I'm likable.
What does that do again?
That's the Emissary of Peace. +5 bonus to Charisma. So I'm just very likable.
The charisma based rolls? Or
Persuasion.
does your Okay. I was wondering, you said +5 to charisma. I was like, does your stat go up by 5?
No, just
Give you a
I think it's
badge.
just Persuasion.
Okay.
That is correct. We do have it on good authority that
Sorry? How long does that last for?
10 minutes.
Okay. Please continue. My apologies.
There you go. That is correct. We do, of course, within the elites know what the issue is. However, we did not want to cause undue concern.
Damn
Now,
it. It's half the distance. Go. Just go. He seems to be neglecting you slightly.
I'm likable, damn it! Now, we have
Okay.
done work with your fine Sprocket here in the past.
Yes, he's great, but he gets distracted, and you guys are distracting him. We have stuff to do. These ships are mainly used for long distance travel. Usually anything that would require 7 days worth of distance on horse. And I know for a fact that you can get to Midway Burrows
I'm the
in
same way.
3
sir.
days on a horse.
Captain, may I have your name, please? I'm going all, showing my bearings, as it were.
I'm
What
sorry?
causes your airships to
Uh,
fly?
I am extruding. Is that the word? Help me, guy. Help. I'm not going Karen. That's not what I'm trying to say. Exuding an aura of authority and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Like, don't fuck with me. I will go to corporate.
Well, but also like
Your
royal,
supervisor!
also royal heritage is what I'm going for right now.
Your manager.
Um,
Okay.
What are the
Captain,
airships
sir, may I
flying
have
with?
your name, please?
Yes, Captain Reader.
Captain.
Commander Reader.
Ah, Commander. Now, as someone of your station, I'm sure I do not have to tell you what went on here recently, and we were a very big part of that. I'm not sure how much you have spent outside of this ship during the attack. Exuding. Thank you. Exuding. Sorry. An aura of authority. Now, I do apologize to state that you do not have the clearance to know why we are going there. However, this
Actually,
is
I
a
do-
matter of utmost importance.
He pulls out his badge, and you see that of the gemstones that can encase the badge. His is almost complete.
Nice. And I only wrote down Commander. What was his name? Commander.
Put it in the in-character tab.
Okay.
Spoiler
Hey,
pigeon,
how much does
pigeon
his
who
badge
stole
weigh?
that. See if that's not really as bad.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand on it.
As you cast Mage Hand on it, he sees the spell circle casting, and he's like, seriously? And then the Mage Hand grabs it, and the 5 pounds of force that it can move just... I'm not letting it go, he says.
Okay, Lilith is coming up. She's pushing
Help!
through.
Help, Lilith! Help!
Look, Commander.
In any case, he kind of just yanks it away from the Mage Hand.
Commander.
If
Look,
you guys want transportation to go to Midway Burrows, all you have to do is take the bird. That's what they're for.
Or we can take the airship.
We do actually need transportation for 2 animals as well. That is why we came
that's
to
what
you.
they were worried about. They had
Alright,
2 animals.
now
that
at
needed
this
to be
point,
transported.
make a persuasion check. Using
Finally!
Hey, if I'm assisting, would it be at advantage?
Yes, if you had
Sweet.
If you had-
Lilith does, yes. Lilith
I
does.
do. Lilith.
Okay, I need to remove my mitt to roll these babies. And I get a +5 on top of my plus whatever.
What's Lilith gonna say to add on? You're
Listen,
just kind of coming into the conversation.
Gotcha. listen, Commander.
Linda, shut up.
That's their main concern is transporting the 2 animals. Long story short, there is a huge, if some magical threat, including fire, going there. I'm not sure if it's magical or the other word that I'm not supposed to say. Shrike? I'm not sure which one is the safe one. Either way, long story short,
Yeah.
something's gonna go down if we don't get there soon. We've already wasted too much time. Lives can be lost.
Alright, well, what was your roll?
I was waiting for him to say that. Her. Oh! A 9 and a 20. So, 30.
Roll a 9.
A
Plus
9 and a 20.
I believe it.
Eh.
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 No.
Focusing.
Say it!
Nope, just
Eh. Where is it?
My
Why aren't you
God.
focusing? Okay, a 9 and a
so
20.
it's 20 plus 5 and then plus 5.
Yeah, plus 5 plus
Sorry.
5, so 30. Come on. Come on. Come
Alright,
on. So I had 9.
Sprocket.
There
Yes.
we go.
Oh,
Alright.
yes.
Ship number 5 is going to be heading in that direction. Tell the crew to make adjustments so that they'll be able to make a pit stop before continuing on. But you guys are getting home on your own.
On it.
Understood. Thank you very much, Commander.
And just for the record, you guys ever flash that badge at me ever again and not have as many stones as I do, there's going to be problems.
That's fair.
Now get on my plate. I have work to do.
That's fair. Okay.
Did he just threaten us?
How dare
Yes,
he?
yes,
I
I
am
did.
so likable. I even used my aura of friendship. So likable.
Is that aura of friendship got you a ship?
Okay.
The aura of friendship?
Oh, it's so friendly.
I don't want to be on this ship anymore.
Aw, come on.
I almost spit soda everywhere. Thank you.
Okay.
Once we get on the ship, I'm gonna find a window seat, and I'm going to open my window and summon my air spirit.
I'm gonna start loading my animals onto the proper ship.
The other crewmates help you get them on. The horse, it's a war horse, so it's trained, but it's still not very happy about this.
Why are
The
you
steel
taking
horn?
the
I give
war
him a
horse?
carrot.
Why?
So I went home.
The Steelhorn Ram, as long as you're petting him, he doesn't give a crap.
Don't worry, I'm petting him.
All right.
So Sprocket has already told everybody what's happening on the ship, right?
More or less. Is
More or
Sprocket
less.
gonna say anything to Lilith?
I got this.
Just break this down.
Hi everybody, so I'm super happy. This is Sprocket. You know him better. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you so much for your help. I have cookies for everybody because I know you're gonna do such a good job, and because you're friends of Sprocket, you can have cookies if you want.
At that point, you can see me
So-
sitting down, giving a cookie to LV.
They're allergic to chocolate. No.
Oh no! What was his name? George? Greg?
What?
Gary.
Gary.
Your order?
Gary. Ramsey.
Anyways, Sprocket's gonna come up to Lilith. It's good to see you awake and not in let's say comatose state.
This is our friend
Nice to meet you.
Sprocket.
Of course, his name is Maximus.
Oh, that's not tangled or anything.
I immediately thought Tangled.
Good.
I
that
thought
was fine.
Gladiator.
But nice to meet you, Sprocket. It's too bad I didn't really see much of what happened, but I heard you helped out, so thank you. Keep them alive and in one piece. Alright. Can I sit here? Yeah, right there. Okay. And then Sprocket's gonna run up to Mirra. And, Mirra? So, look, yesterday, or however long ago, it was crazy. And I want you to know, no matter what I heard, I'm not sure what happened, but I know your heart is in the best place, and you were here to fight for peace and Valona, and I trust you, no
Thank
matter
you.
what they say.
You're saying
And I
things
won't,
about me.
I won't tell anyone. By the way, I won't tell anyone.
Thank you.
But here, I also have this, and Sprocket's gonna pull out like a big in his palm pocket watch, and then hand it over to Mirra. All right, go ahead and open it.
Open it.
And when you open it, you hear clicks and turns, and a little image pops up on top of the screen, and it's just the Valonan Valors. It's you and Shrike in the middle. It's Breya on the side, on Aurora on the other side, Lilith kind of sitting there, and then Yuelia and Sprocket in the front as just a frozen picture, and Valonan Valor at the bottom.
Shh.
Neither am I.
Neither am I,
Yeah.
but
I'm
we
like
are
in the
now.
middle.
Oh, I love it. Glomp.
It's the thought that counts.
It'd be even better if like the picture has like Shrike.
Oh
with,
yeah,
like, the
no,
neck
Shrike.
down.
Shrike is just like,
You
no,
can't
Shrike.
tell it's Shrike unless you've seen Shrike.
It's like an exaggerated version of like Shrike. Everyone else is like pretty close. It's just an exaggerated, like armored, awesome version of
Yes.
Shrike standing there valiantly. But it's just a frozen picture. You see, kind of move shifting a little bit, and then it goes away for a little while.
Thank you. You're being glomped right now. The biggest glomp ever.
It took me a good few hours. I didn't really sleep much, but
I didn't really sleep much.
When you're dead.
I'm probably not going. I don't know. After taking hits like that and going through that pain, I'm not sure if I'm built for this stuff, but I'll stay here and be ready if you ever need me.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you
I
so
have-
much. Thank you.
I have a rudder to fix.
I release you. You are free.
Release you.
I release you.
To release you from
It's-
your debt.
Sprocket's gonna go fix that rudder before his face is plastered on it.
Or he
Yeah.
removes the rust from
Yeah.
their face.
So let me see. Is everyone on the ship?
I am.
Aye.
All right.
I'm just in a corner, actually eating your cookies.
Cookies.
Shrike found a window seat, opened a window, and summoned his air spirit. So
I'm here. I've been talking, but I forgot to unmute myself.
I know.
Can you check me?
Mirra is going to sit down in front of Gary and make him look like the most dignified, bestest boy ever. Gary, we're gonna make you look so fantastic. I want a bow tie, and I want to do cool loopy things around his horns with the ribbon, and I'm gonna make him look like the bestest boy ever.
I'm gonna look at Mirra as she does this and say thank you for dressing him up for when we eat him later.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does Shrike still have his mustache?
I'm kidding. He's gonna be a work animal.
yes,
No one
Shrike
asked.
still has the mustache.
Does Shrike
Everyone-
still have his mustache?
Yes.
No one seems to know or care about drawing.
This amazing mustache that was drawn.
That's true. I forgot about the mustache. Yeah, so when he was in sleep mode, I had to make myself feel better, so I gave him the most magical looking mustache in charcoal that has ever been seen. So
But-
good.
Given enough time, it's easy to do it. That's there's no rolling because you have plenty of time to adjust and make changes and whatever not.
I'd like to take that time to work on a scroll.
Sure.
However much time.
So this is pretty much a day that's gonna pass by.
Oh, scroll.
So
Wasn't prepared.
you guys can subtract another point of exhaustion.
Yes.
You guys can give yourself another hit dice if
Yes.
it's not out. But
I'm back, baby.
what did you say your character's gonna work on, Mikey?
I was gonna focus on creating a scroll. Then you said a whole day has passed, and now I'm like, well, I'm not prepared because I don't know what scroll I was making.
It's going to pass. I'm just saying you can go ahead and do it ahead of time.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I guess I'll figure out what it is I want to make.
As you guys basically get on board and they do all the things to get the ship out into the open, they go through the usual methods of getting the ship to take off, and off you guys go. A bit kind of slow, but it's flying. That's all that really matters. So at this point in time, you guys are on a flying airship. I can't imagine any of you've really done this before. At least I don't think so.
I'm gonna hang over
Carla,
the side. Whee!
You're one of the crew members. Oh, that's not safe.
Shrike is officially off the ground for the third time. All 3 times have been as part of this group.
If there's anything you guys want to do or talk about during the trip, feel free, because right now you guys are just flying for a day.
I'm gonna go saunter up to Shrike.
As who?
No, Sprocket's working on the other airship, right? Like, Sprocket's not with
Yeah.
us at all.
Okay.
Yeah, Sprocket
so,
went to go work.
Rocket couldn't come along on this trip.
Aw.
Okay, I actually know what I want to
And
make.
couldn't you tell from my voice, Mirra?
I'm sorry.
It was less cheerful and playful.
Yes.
Anyways,
Lilith is serious.
so Shrike,
Yes.
you keep saying catching me.
Yes.
Not sure if this was explained, but what happened?
You were thrown at me, and I
Okay.
opted not to catch you.
Good to know.
So, yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
In fairness, we were in a fight, and I didn't want to risk getting taken out of the fight myself.
And that was in the fight with what?
That was with the fight with the big tentacle, with the guy with like 6
Oh,
arms.
okay. So I do know about this fight. Got you, Shrike. All right.
Yeah, you were
We
part of
fought
that
a
fight.
man with 6 arms.
Yeah, we did.
Damn.
Fun fact, that was actually me. I'm the
It's-
reason Lilith was almost dead.
I cut one of his
That was the
arms
other
off, though. It's
character.
fine. Yeah.
Well, good to know that you would catch me in
Wait,
such
was
a
it a Baden or someone
moment
else?
of peril.
It was someone else.
No.
Something else.
Thank you, Shrike. That's all I needed to know.
I
I'm
got
gonna
you.
go sit somewhere else.
I get that.
Mirra makes Gary look amazing!
Oh,
And-
tying bows.
Yeah, he's got a
I'm
bow
gonna be
tie
taking-
and ribbons
sorry, go
on
on.
his horns. He's awesome
I'm gonna
looking.
be taking time to make sure that Aurora knows that she can't just throw halflings
That's fair.
like she throws me sometimes.
That's fair. And Mirra is also
about to
going
be a
to
giant.
start paging through her books. The millions of books that I have. It's gonna take a hot minute for me to get through all those books, so that's what I'm doing.
Also, you'll notice Breya like polishing her Blonin Elite badge and like pinning it to her and trying to look all official.
Super official.
Yes.
Do you want to grow a couple inches too?
Nope, I'm the tallest hobbit in the Shire.
Can make you bigger.
I'm already a giant.
Says the short one. Must stand out like a sore thumb.
Mm. They'll think you're a statue.
Oh, and to make
Fair.
sure everyone has some cookies! Cookies for everyone! Cookies.
So we're going there to see your family, Breya,
Mm-hmm.
and fight another spirit. What do we call it, Mirra?
What are we calling them? Spirits?
I forgot the name. I forgot the safe
the
way to say it.
Wait, why are we talking about safe words? What's up?
No, it's the safe way of saying it because
Oh.
apparently elemental's not right.
My companions, I have 6 of them technically.
Okay.
But I only have 1 at any given time, are spirits.
Yes.
However, there is also elementals. The elementals are the ones we're fighting.
Okay.
It's specifically spirits that are mine.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're just not allowed to call your friends elementals.
But everything else, elementals, is the correct. But wasn't the last thing a spirit of a ship?
Yeah.
The Intrepid.
So is an elemental just a bad spirit?
Maybe.
They're not bad, they're just lost.
I'm gonna consult with my spirits and figure out what they think about this.
Based off of conversations that you've had with the primal spirits,
Mm-hmm.
as I've told you before, basically the primal spirits consider elementals abominations. They're basically spirits that were forced into being through magic or
There we
other random things.
So they are
Does
connected.
that make them evil?
Yeah.
Potato, potato.
Gotcha, but
But-
they're connected. That's what it does.
Yeah, I mean, they're both made out of elemental energies.
Okay.
But the primal spirits will say that their existence is natural, whereas most
Oh.
elementals are not.
Created, not born, essentially.
Yes.
Good to know, voice in the sky.
You're welcome.
That's
To
the
clap
god we
for my
created.
giant
Ah.
thumbs up.
Fine.
Anything else? We good?
No, just had to make sure I got that down. Anything we should know about Midway Burrow?
It's peaceful and quiet.
Good.
We like a nice place to, eat food and just live our lives. So if something is disturbing it, people might be a little tense.
Well, you might have to be a little bit honest, Breya. Halflings are, how do we word it? Halflings believe in festive nature.
They do.
So it's anything far from boring. It is peaceful.
No, but a lot of their festive nature involves food and alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh if we get there and it's just a huge
Fun,
rave.
Party!
dancing, firecracker,
I'm gonna have a good time.
music,
It'll be great.
contests.
Mirra's
will
gonna
have a
join
contest.
all of them. It's gonna be awesome.
Did I ever
Shrike
tell
will
you
join
guys
the
that
contest.
winning a contest is how I got into school?
Oh,
Wow.
Yep.
What contest was it?
Can growing contest.
A contest of strength. I
Could've
beat
fit-
up every man in the village.
Man,
Well.
woman, and child. They stood
No, just every
chance.
man who signed up.
Girls get it done.
It was always, Breya, you're too big. You're never gonna get a wife. Breya, can you move my hay? And then, ha ha ha, you're ugly behind your back. That's what it's like there.
Aww, that's so sad.
Interesting. Backstabbing.
Gary
yeah, I got my
doesn't
family.
seem to,
They're nice.
Gary doesn't seem to think so.
Aww.
Ah.
Except for just meeting this creature, it's absolutely absurdly affectionate. It's not a normal personality trait of these animals. They're generally like donkeys. They can be very stubborn and, what's the word? Fickle?
Are you sure we have to give them Gary? Because I think he could be my best friend. And, like, we could
My
bring
parents
him
could
along.
probably really use this help on the farm.
But he could, like, be our
What if he's
mascot.
happy there?
But he's happy getting pets and love and cookies and ribbons.
Do you know how many siblings I have?
No.
12.
Do you know how many arms that is to pet him?
13.
More arms than we have.
But you didn't actually say how many it was, so...
1 second. Let me just take out my fingers so I can count them all.
12 siblings, 13 arms.
Hold on.
What's happening?
So, there's Halvir, which is my oldest brother. And then there's Connor, there's Duke, there's Willow, there's Rainer, there's Tig, there's Jane, and there's Ellis.
7.
I
Yeah.
had soup today, so.
But I have hens and that can give him very good scritches, and he likes me, and he would like to stay with us and get fed cookies.
I know you, but he needs to help the farm. And he definitely wants to. Look at him. Breya, like, gently shakes his head yes. See, he wants to help.
When you shake Gary's head, it kind of takes him out of, like, more or less of a trance, and he just looks at you fondly.
Oh.
So he goes from being, so he just kind of goes, like, from this, and now he's looking at you just like, yes.
Oh, I want to keep
I give him
him.
scritches.
I want to keep him.
Oh, Lord. This is what happens when you guys get pets.
That's too late. You named it. It's too late.
You named it.
Mirra, just think of it being there if we had to fight another octopus guy. It would be
It's not
thrown.
safe on the road with Gary. Think about what happened to the pony.
What
I
pony?
mean, your pony?
Yes, the pony that I bought.
That you didn't even name. You didn't love him, and he knew it.
No, the pony had a name. I just can't remember what it was anymore. My sticky note about it on my desktop has disappeared.
That happens.
What's a desktop?
Oh,
Okay.
not the sticky note.
It had a weird name too, so I can't remember it.
Ichabod.
Ricardo.
Hold on.
You Asha, so that when you told it to sit, it sat. I'll be back in a sec.
Also, what was your name again?
Oh, the
Eating a
pony's
cookie
name was
sitting next to
Sazia.
Oh, I remember. You saying
But then
something.
I renamed it to Sazia.
I remember the renaming, yeah.
I
Yeah.
would never remember that.
Well, I found it by searching in my conversation with Josh.
Wow.
Guy says your pony is
But
out there
anyway.
plotting revenge for leaving it.
It could be out there, and I hope it's having a good life if it is.
It's the next big bad guy.
Yeah, I say, yeah.
But yeah, the one sitting next to the goat eating a cookie. She knew.
she actually is like snacking on cookies, but she's more focused on actually creating the scroll right now since there's just not much going on.
Let's say to anybody who kind of catches what's going on, you just see her kind of madly scribbling. It like goes from like quick sketching, and then it kind of stops into like very precise movement, and then quick movement, and you can see that as she's working on it, like every once in a while, you guys doing, and a circle. It's like a circle is being completed on this paper, and as she's going through it, it's pretty much a perfect circle so far. Like that's impressive for freehand.
But is she new?
Hi.
That's Yuelia.
Hi.
I met with them a little while back. Belhaven actually sent me to assist. Apparently the situation was pretty dire, and he felt I needed to...
Things were bad!
What's wrong, Mirra? I was down for the count. I'm surprised we're still here.
And this is my partner, Elvie. Say
Oh.
hi, Elvie.
Hi,
A
Obi.
little blue fairy flitters around.
Elvie, I want to catch it.
I'm gonna have my air elemental go play with LV.
I want to try and catch them.
The wind spirit.
Okay.
They shall be mine.
Have fun.
I'm chasing
They
them around
seem
the
to
deck.
They seem
no.
to be just as you let them
Tied my
play,
fingers together.
They basically go and start exploring just the ship and it outside of it.
You're gonna lose circulation.
Don't lose your fingers, please.
You said we also got a long rest, yeah?
And I said to go ahead and take it ahead of time, but you'll be getting an.
Okay, I'm just asking because of something else I can do, but anyway. But yeah, so I helped out, and we managed to get a lot of people to safety, including you, so that was great.
I'm glad.
But I usually work in the library with Belhaven and Clue.
Got you. What's your main deal? Magic, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm actually a healer.
Good to know.
Well, sort of.
Last one we had to save from drowning with a giant turtle.
I have a few backup. I have a few tricks. I don't just heal.
Sorry.
Good. Well, welcome.
I also took this from Clue, and I wave around my wand.
Where did you take something from Clue?
It's a pretty fancy looking wand. It doesn't take a.
Stole or borrowed or given?
Borrowed, and she'll get it back.
With knowledge?
Yeah,
I can
told her,
respect it.
hi, I'm taking this with me, and I waved it, and I walked out.
Respect.
And Belhaven thinks we're the bad ones.
She's not bad for doing that. She said she'll bring it back. Just borrowing.
I feel like it'll be handy.
Lilith
On
is
that
sitting there
note,
just hands
would
behind the head.
anyone like to try something?
Okay.
I hand Mirra a a potion, just a green potion inside a flask. Here you go.
Is it
So,
safe?
well, hang on. So he hands you this flask. I forget what the more triangle-looking
Yeah.
beaker vial looks like, but he hands you this like triangular flask, and this thing is like almost ash gray, but it slowly turns completely like a luminescent neon green, and then back to gray, and it just kind of goes back and forth between the two.
Ooh.
Is it safe? Let's say sure.
Shrike will grab it and drink it.
Oh, it's mine.
You only live once, YOLO.
Yes. Yes.
1 second passes. 2 seconds pass.
How do you feel?
3
Tastes like
seconds
cherry.
pass.
I'm staring and waiting for the result.
Mhm.
Shrike lets out a gigantic burp.
Wonder how he did that.
Right? I was thinking the same thing.
Causes burps in things that shouldn't be able to.
Right? You don't have an esophagus to like what?
So, Yuelia, what was it?
No.
Well,
Where'd you what?
And I just look down at what I'm scribbling on my scroll and
Okay. Fair enough.
Just as I'm just gonna throw that out there really quick. It's because I just want to say it when you eventually do figure it out. Out of all the people who could have drank that, that was probably the person you least wanted to drink it.
I figure I know what it is. But oh well.
so
Oh well.
I also like to dabble in potions, but sometimes I go experimental and I don't always know what I make. And,
can you make something that makes me glitter when I move? Like when I move my arm, there's glittery. Glitter.
I can sure try, but I can only make. It takes a lot out of me, so I can really only make one potion a day.
What about poison?
I'm sorry, not a potion, a flask. I can only really make one elixir. There's elixirs. I can only make one elixir a day.
Got you. But
So
what about poisons? Do
I
you only
might be
dabble?
able to make some healing ones, but actually, let me look at that before I.
What about anti-healing?
Anti-healing?
Opposite of healing, poison, something like that.
I actually can make a healing potion.
Ooh.
Like
So,
regular healing or
I-
natural healing?
So I'll
Like
actually.
this.
I'll actually flip open my book, and it's like the ones that I perfected, I can make healing, swiftness, resilience, boldness, flight, and transformation.
Oh shoot.
Transformation Jutsu.
I'll be right back.
What's transformation do?
She doesn't even know.
You. No, I'm actually looking at the thing.
She's reading her book. Hold on.
No, you actually transform into you alter yourself entirely for 10 minutes.
You mean
That's
I could
pretty
be
cool.
look just like
you
Lilith?
can actually determine the transformation entirely.
Lilith, I can look just like you.
Who wouldn't want to, at least?
Wouldn't you rather look like Aurora?
Aurora.
But it's not an exact science, so it's essentially up to chance. So it's not. I can't guarantee.
Due to the volatile nature of the weave, things don't really always go as planned, even if you.
So if I drank one of your flying potions, I should not jump off the ship. I should wait and.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's not a high flying one.
Oh.
It's a small.
so there's a set that he's perfected, and then there's let's try something new.
Even then, I can't ever guarantee a spell, a flask. I can just attempt. I can always guarantee I'll make something. Whether or not it's what I want is a different story. Right?
That's right.
So, Shrike, let me know with whatever you come up with. Thanks.
At this point, given the time in which you guys left, it is slowly starting to become dark. Excuse me.
I'm gonna stay with my animals.
I said, are you guys making your way inward, or are you guys staying outside for a little while longer?
I'm gonna bring my animals in and then sleep near them.
It's probably easier to read a book inside. I'm gonna sit next to like a lantern or something and continue reading.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a place to just perch outside, just sit,
It's
enjoy the
brings
air.
back some pretty fond memories. I mean, yeah, it's not water, but right? There's a sort of freedom that comes to being on a ship. Not even, counting the fact that a flying one takes you anywhere. Just food for thought for a little. What's everybody else doing?
Staying with my animals.
Shrike is going into rest mode.
Are you staying outside or going inside?
Inside.
How
I am
windy
also
would you say
keeping
it is?
the air spirit.
What was that, Yuelia?
How windy would you say it is?
I mean, the ship's not going incredibly fast,
Mhm.
but I mean, it's enough to blow pages around. If you didn't have stuff like pinning your work down, it probably would have blown away.
Then I would be inside because I'm still focusing on the scroll.
So as y'all kind of make your way inside, there's a point where, like, you're going in between lanterns, and it's kind of dark. And when you go in between those, Shrike all of a sudden turns like this glow stick green.
Yes! I want that potion.
As soon as he gets into the lantern's light, where the dim light hits him, it goes away.
Shrike,
You fucking
Shrike, can I
glow
borrow
stick?
you to read this book? I need a glow stick.
Did someone feed him glow in the dark? Like,
Oh my god. Do I notice?
I mean, it's up to whether or not you look at your feet or something. If you're looking
100%.
straight ahead,
I'm just looking straight
am
ahead.
am I around to see him?
yeah, that's what I mean. If you guys all go together, everybody just sees Shrike go in between like the lantern light and then
Nobody tell me. Nobody tell me.
green.
Okay, so I see it and I just like point over to everybody with just holding my finger up like.
Hey Shrike, do you want to be in whatever room I'm in so you could be by me while I'm reading?
Sure.
we're really not saying anything? Okay.
Party time.
You don't have to listen to me. You can just.
That's true. I just want to use them as a glow stick.
Just bend them backwards.
Snap.
Nap him.
Back breaks.
Well, you have to break him backwards, and then you have to shake him.
Yeah. And I think that would be a team effort, because he's quite large.
I was
imagine
typing something
heavy.
and you guys randomly made me type stick. Like,
I can just imagine Shrike being like, traitors, a lot of you. Alright. If there isn't really anything more to it,
I'm good.
Okay, but there's no way he wouldn't notice in a dark room.
Depends on how much he's paying attention to himself.
Well,
If he powers down,
I'm going into the room and going into rest mode, basically.
and I'm
How would you not notice the illumination?
and then I'm sitting like, do you like
So-
stand, or because I'll be, if you're like standing, then I'm like sitting like against
Glow
your
that he
legs
makes
with my book.
the glow that he's giving off doesn't really emanate light. It literally just lights him up.
Aw.
So
About
it really
all that
is
he can
close.
light up is what's touching him.
Aw.
So while he's glowing, if he picks up a piece of paper, he could read the piece of paper off of that. But it's not like he can really see anything like a foot past himself.
Okay.
I'm still reading my books. I'm good.
You need light.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
I have a pile of books to get through.
actually, I don't have on me.
Pile of books.
Oh, here.
Yeah, the ones on gods and demigods. I'm scanning them for
Go
keywords.
ahead. Go ahead and make a history check while you're going through those.
Then I find I don't know anything lying around the ship.
Mirra dice. Mirra dice. Oh, I thought that was a 19. Got a 16 minus 1, 15.
Okay, and what were you saying, Mikey?
I was trying to find something around the ship, just anything in general, something tiny that I can use magical tinkering on to provide light.
I mean, there's tons of stuff all over the place. I mean, you could literally just grab one of the just books that they have there for people to just read. Because this ship's more made for helping people travel. So, like I said, the beds are pretty nice. It's kind of spacious. You guys aren't like jammed up right next to each other.
Well, it's just so that I can, so that
A nut, a
Mirra can
bolt,
see what
a
she's reading.
banana. Give me a banana.
You want
Guy,
me
guy
to
was talking
make
about glowing cyber condoms.
Uh,
And I think a banana fits.
Why?
I'm
He played a
so
cyberpunk
confused on
Shrike
what
game.
just happened.
I'm lost.
I just need something that glows.
Okay, I don't know. You know what? Even better. How about I just turn your book or I'll just use magical tinkering on your book, and now it's
But I'm scanning and I have like a pile of books.
okay. Well,
I mean, you
one
could
seems-
literally just do it to anything on her person. You can do it to
Okay.
her armor.
Oh no,
you
I
can
don't
do it-
have. I'm not.
you know what? I'll just do
touch
it to
my
your badge. How
pendant.
about that?
My pendant's
There you
over
go.
there, but touch my
Okay,
pendant.
your pendant, and then it just gives off 5 feet of light. There you go.
Nice. It's over there. It's so far away. I remember my
Alright.
gloves.
So I'm going to assume no one else is really doing anything else past that point.
Nope, just hanging out with the animals.
All right. So we'll say that you guys rested. It was very uneventful.
Good.
But soon you guys see, after waking up and traveling more, you see Breya standing at a point with her friends in tow, her brand new furry friends. Maybe furry's not the best word nowadays. Her new animal friends. As Breya sees a familiar place start to come up on the horizon.
Everybody get up, we're here!
Shrike, get up!
Shrike is gonna wake up and start walking.
I'm gonna run to the
Can we land?
side of the
Not
ship.
landed yet.
Can we land? Just gonna jump off. We're here.
I was told we were here.
Well, I mean, look, we're here practically. I point ahead.
walks into the closed door. What the fuck? I thought we were here.
And that farm there is my farm. It's called Warm Hearth Farms.
Which one?
That one, I point to it. It's the biggest.
The biggest.
Mm.
Ooh, I haven't said this. Land hub. Well. Alright. Hopefully we're not as close to dying this time.
We were never close to dying. You were.
Very,
Shrike.
very.
So are you.
Oh,
I mean,
Is that a threat?
that's valid. That's valid.
So everybody is kind of just getting themselves collecting together and whatnot. But you see the crew members start to kind of move around a lot more as everybody's preparing for the ship to dock, so to speak.
They're gonna throw us out.
When they say you start hearing everybody say, "Prepare for landing! Prepare for landing!"
Prepare for landing!
Just join in. But basically the crew members are trying to get you to move away from the edges because as the ship slows down, it has a tendency to kind of tilt.
Whoa.
So they don't want people like falling off if the ship suddenly decides to go. Eh.
Okay, that's fair. I'll hang on to Shrike's cloak.
Shrike is gonna fall over.
I look excited and nervous.
Excited and nervous.
Both!
She's nervous.
Exervis?
Exorcist?
Nerve-sighted?
I don't know, whatever we want to call it.
Nerve-sighted.
Nirvana?
You're gonna
This
give me
doesn't
another
throw me back
copyright
or
strike,
anything.
aren't you?
God damn, Josh, why'd you have to do this?
Sorry.
The game doesn't come out till next month.
No, it's this month.
Oh, you're right.
Oh boy!
I'm gonna turn it way down so I hopefully don't get copyright striked again.
February.
Sorry. Good music's good music. But in any case, so the ship completely lands. And, I mean, you guys were kind of up in the clouds, so it didn't really give you a chance to, like, take it in. But as you guys slowly descend and start coming, you can see, as far as the eye can see from where you guys are, nothing but rich, vast farmland. All sorts of vegetables and crops, just as far as the eye can see, windmills. And at the center of it all, which they're kind of landing, because it looks like they're trying to avoid landing on the crops.
Yeah, that would upset
Like,
some
it looks
farmers.
like they're trying to just land in an open area that was big enough for the ship to make do, which is kind of like right outside where main houses are, not really the houses, but just like people go into town, so to speak. But just if there was an ideal place, if there was a paradise that was farmland, this is probably the closest thing you could think to it being that. I mean, you see all the children and townspeople like coming up to see the airship land. Probably has never happened in the history ever for Midway Burrows. Everybody seems to be cheering and jumping up and down, and here you guys are.
I am quickly getting off the ship with my animals. I'm so excited.
Let's
And,
go, let's go, let's go!
It's not a perfect process because it's just like a really long incline with kind of like, I guess what you could call like rope suspension as a thing to keep you from falling off. But it's not it's not very, what's the word?
Sturdy.
It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't promote a lot of confidence that it would actually. I mean, if you hold on to it, I guess it's stabilizing. You guys make your way all the way down. Once again, the horse is a little bit reluctant to use this ramp,
I
But-
give him carrot.
but with enough persuasion and comforting, you guys make it to the bottom of the ramp.
Thank you,
And,
ship people!
And
Is-
almost.
oh,
What's up?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna ask if Sprocket walking us down or.
Sprocket wasn't on
Sprocket.
the trip.
Yeah, Sprocket
Oh,
never
okay,
came.
okay.
Yeah.
So we already said goodbyes then. Okay, never mind. Continue.
No worries. But basically, the moment the last of you steps off the plank, everybody immediately gets to work to get everything loaded up, and it just takes off.
Bye.
Not even 10 minutes after you guys land.
Well, I
And-
hope you all
Get
got
away.
stuff.
What?
Got my wallet.
Oh no!
Bye.
But as soon as the ship flies away, you hear the people whistling. You guys just get swarmed by this group of townspeople. And it's just all a bunch of questions like, what are you doing? Nice to meet you. Welcome to Midway Burrows. Everybody's just cheering, happy, and the kids are like tugging at your clothes. Like, more than anything, it's overwhelming by like the billion questions. But more than anything else, it's easy to get the feeling of just this place is happy. This place is close. Anything you guys particularly want to do at the moment?
Do I spot like any of my family in the crowd?
No, not anybody off the top of. I mean, I wouldn't even make you do a perception check. You absolutely family looks like, even after a year, it probably hasn't changed that much.
Then we need to go to the farm.
But then again, you know, I don't think they were expecting you, so I doubt anybody would be there.
No,
But
but
you
they
do
could have
recognize-
gone shopping or whatever.
You do absolutely recognize individuals that today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around and saying like hello to people because it'd be like really rude not to.
And just to throw that out there, there are a lot of individuals that I guess you could say gave Breya flack back in the day. And you can see that they're a good bit awestruck at the person who is standing before them.
I'm saying hello to everybody and following Breya.
Unfortunately, and I hate to do this, but you know, it is what it is. For the ladies of the group, which I think that's everybody but Shrike.
Yes,
uh,
obviously.
Halflings are how you can say they're pure spirits, but they are brave souls, and it doesn't take them very long to start hitting on the group one after the other, comparing you guys to flowers, your radiance like the sun, you know, the really really corny stuff that might be like.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm playing off
Aw,
of that hard. I'm
You're
probably
so
winking
sweet.
and like
Thank you.
waving,
Be careful, they'll try to marry you.
Yeah, that's a you guys
making
are
my out real quick.
you guys are
That's
getting
fine.
a lot of attention.
That's just called retirement.
Seriously, how are they regarding Shrike for how massive Shrike
Oh.
is?
I mean, as I said, you guys are getting a lot of, you know, hit on attention because most of the men and women in this. I mean, there's some people who are different races than hobbits or halflings, but the vast majority of people here are halflings. And so, seeing a cat person for maybe the first time, or even a human, is kind of actually rare in these parts because these people live here their whole lives. But seeing Shrike there, this almost 7-foot tall. I mean, how would you, if you were to see Shrike for the very first time, like, how would you describe him?
That's a tree.
I was about to say, is that a walking tree? Is that a walking treasure chest? Because there is some metal. Like, I'm actually directly asking you how you would feel.
Absolutely, I would think he's a tree.
Like, how would you feel that these people would see you as?
I would say that they'd effectively see me as like a giant humanoid tree. But like my poncho thing is also wrecked from when we were in the Shadow Realm. So they'll also see like the carvings that represent the elementals, elemental spirits.
So,
On my chest.
because my first impression, especially with the kids, is that they would think you were like a giant, like a almost life-size
Action figure.
Where's
And,
Aurora with her action
yeah.
figure?
Like, before you can even really do anything about it, there's kids already climbing up to reach your shoulders from your back. You can feel them tugging on your poncho. Funny enough, one of the little children, little girl, she is like laughing and giggling. Some of her are missing. She's at that age, but you see her like look down. She goes, "Oh, oh, salamander, salamander!" And she's pointing at one of your symbols.
Yes.
You're not very good with kids, are you?
Is that what these are called?
You're so smart.
Shrike, these are children.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
lean in and say, if anyone about my age named Gunner tries to introduce himself to you, don't trust him. He's a toad. In fact, just throw
Like
him.
an actual toad?
Like
That'd be pretty
you.
He,
he
like my
polymorphed?
age.
Is he polymorphed?
No, he looks my age.
But
But,
He's a
like,
And
toad.
how old
Pretty
are
cool.
you?
I am offended.
I don't know these things. I'm sorry.
I'm
Mage hand,
19.
mage hand pickpocket a wallet, find her ID.
My God.
Right, hold on. How many years? Okay, how much time has passed since we got to the academy out of game?
1 to 2.
I would say about a year and a half.
Okay,
One
so
day
I'm
and 3
almost
months.
20.
Yeah.
Don't trust Gunner. He's mean.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Shrike.
I just want, if you can, really quick, Kachina, do you see the thing I sent?
Let me look.
No rush.
No problem.
I'll just pet my kitty in the meantime.
Meow.
Sorry, I was looking at my notes. And not Discord, but yeah, go ahead. I don't mind.
Okay, so after initial, everything and all the attention, eventually you hear a gentleman, settle down, all of you settle down, stop. There'll be plenty of time for them to join us in our festivities. Let them breathe, they came here to do official, no, come on, shoot.
No, Genji, don't shoot. We love you.
As you see this much older looking hobbit that has I forget what they're called. I think they're called lamb chop. Where
Yeah,
the beard
like
comes
Mutton
down here.
chops. Mutton
Yeah.
But
chops.
instead of covering the beard, it just goes up into the mustache.
Yeah, lamb chop.
Much older halfling, gray hair, wearing I guess you could say a very fancy feathered hat. But Breya would recognize him as Mayor Goodgourd.
Sorry, can you say that again? You cut out.
I will type it.
Okay.
Is it Mayor Do-Good?
Mayor
No.
Goodgourd?
I heard good gourd.
I heard good gourd too.
That is exactly what I said.
Perfect.
He's
Gourd.
a potato.
I look at him and I say,
He's a
"Good morning,
pumpkin.
Mayor Goodgourd."
Breya?
Yes,
Is that you?
yes, that's
My word! Look how magnificent you've become!
Yay!
That's right.
My cat's trying to eat money. Hang on.
Gingy, you know better.
Shrike is gonna
He's
mutter
trying
like
to be a piggy
not.
bank, so if you shake her, you can hear the coins.
Shrike is gonna
Jingle,
like
jingle,
try to
jingle.
mutter it
Jingle, jingle,
quietly,
jingle.
but not say it actually quietly, and be like, "This isn't the Breya we know."
Shrike. Shh.
Yeah, as you know, I won the competition and I joined the school and I'm now Valona Elite.
Before you even finish that sentence, come close, and he just hugs you, just without any word.
Glomp.
Oh, it's so good to see you. Now, the people of the town may have not really been that nice at times, but Mayor Goodgorge enforces a very happy environment. Not like people have to always be happy kind of thing, but like he always does his best to try and help everyone no matter what. Everyone who has issues can go to him for help. So um, if there was ever any time that you needed somebody to talk to and you couldn't talk to your family, he was always there.
Okay.
So
So yeah,
I would
I'll give him a
imagine
hug
that
in return.
I would imagine that you guys would be on good terms.
Yeah, the only people I really don't like are just exclusively the people who used to talk shit about me.
Gunner.
Which
Like
they're
Gunner,
basically
a rival
eating their
farm.
they're eating their words, watching how the Valonan elite has returned to her hometown. It was a big deal. They had like a 7-day celebration when that happened. Like, not only did the Valonan elite come from their town, but it was a halfling. There's a halfling elite.
True.
So in the history of Valona, that would make you the second one.
Wow.
Second is the
Anyways,
best.
So what brings you here?
We got word that you were having trouble with some kind of elemental being.
No, we haven't had any troubles with any elementals.
Oh, wait, I have the paper.
Nothing fire related?
There's something happening around town, wasn't it?
Why
And
don't you-
needed investigating.
Hang on 1 second. He pulls out a monocle. My eyesight is not as good as it used to be. Sorry.
I love it.
As he's reading the paper, but he's like, but yes, we work in harmony with the spirits here. That they help us with our farm work, and they help to our prosperity.
And you haven't had any trouble with fires?
No, not at all. I mean, even if there was a fire, we work very closely to the water spirits. So.
Curiously, I imagine whoever, like, sends a contract out has to, like, sign their name or whatever, right?
Yes, but this doesn't have a signature. He rolls it back up into a soldier, hands it over.
Odd.
I thought it was.
As far as I'm aware of, no one here in this town sent that.
I'm gonna go to
We've just
Breya's
gone a wild
ear.
goose chase.
I'm just gonna go in Breya's ear. Well, then, didn't it have something to do with a rival family of yours?
It might,
Or no?
Yeah, it might have.
That's
Specifically, we heard some trouble with the golf tamers farm.
Always with them. Always. You know. I mean, people get bored and they have nothing better to do, especially in a farm town. But, I mean, it's never anything. It's never become anything worth. Maybe people might have some hurt feelings for a bit, but then we all celebrate and then it's all water under the bridge. That's how we are. But I never in the history of me being mayor has any true incident ever occurred here in Midway Burrows.
I
I
believe
think
him.
the biggest incident is when your brother caused a ruckus, causing a herd of cows to break free, and we had to go.
I remember that.
That's about it.
Free the cows.
Do I?
You had a broken leg for weeks.
Well, maybe we can ask around just to see if we can figure out who sent this.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, it's your home, but for the rest of you, consider this place your home too.
Thank you very much.
We're talking like it's my home permanently.
Yes, you're more than welcome to stay here.
That's right.
I'm a homeowner.
I'm gonna raise my hand. Do you have a library? down, that, down
I
here.
don't mean to be. That's that's not very often that a halfling has to look down. But he goes, I'm terribly sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but you do not seem like a gnome.
No.
Pardon me. But, I mean, we have a basic library, what we use for general education purposes. But seeing where you guys came from, I can't imagine our library has anything comparable to the Great Library.
Lots of farming manuals.
Yes.
I think I'll pass, but thank you.
But I've taken up much of your time. I have to go back to being a mayor. But if you need me, you can pretty much ask anybody, and eventually it'll get to my ear.
Thank you.
But in the meantime, I'll try to keep your harassers at a minimum, and please enjoy your stay. And he promptly bows and heads off.
I'll look at the flyer again and kind of frown. I
There's
didn't even notice there
there's
wasn't a
still some.
signature.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but there's still some children. Like there's still some on Shrike, and there's still some on the horse, and
They
and there's a
climbed
couple-
on the horse.
and there's a couple on the sheep too, which he's loving it. Gary's eating it up. He seems very, very happy.
I turned to Mirra and I said, "Do you remember this not having a signature?"
I didn't look at that part.
If you guys want to make a history check, I can actually tell you as DM.
Oh, jeez.
I'll do it.
Do it, Lilith.
I could have swore there was
Wasn't
a
there,
seal.
so I can't help.
Well, if
I
you're
got it, don't
proficient in history, you can still help.
Okay, because I have a... Okay.
If you're proficient, you want to help me?
Well,
Give me tips.
Come on.
well, I rolled a 2, so...
Hang
Oh,
on.
I rolled a 7.
I got this.
When
I rolled a
Mirra.
7.
Oh.
So
Mirra
if
got a
you're
9.
If you're proficient in a skill, you can help one person roll at advantage.
Okay, well then yes. I am proficient in history.
What
So
would
I'll
you
roll
as
one more time then.
proficient?
I'll
That's
roll
it.
one more time.
Camera. Thank you.
It was even worse.
What deems someone as proficient?
You get the
Yeah.
little dot next to it.
Yeah, proficiency.
Okay.
You're really good at it.
I rolled a natural 13. For
Nice.
history.
I got a
So-
9.
Were you there?
He wasn't there.
Well, there's a reason I'm saying that it's okay, because
We all rolled like shit.
so out of everybody who was there, nobody rolled above a 10.
No, I got a 10 minus 1.
Highest.
I'm not proficient, so I can't.
The amount of times Mirra
you're-
has shown it to
No.
people.
So
You can roll to try to remember. It's just that we're not proficient in it, so it's just harder for us.
so you
And-
can make a history check.
I got a 4.
If you want to use the help action, it requires you to be proficient.
Okay, I got a 4.
Okay.
We all suck.
So as far
got
as
a
any of
7.
you guys are aware,
Yeah, we don't remember what we did 2 days ago.
I don't know what I had for breakfast.
I don't know. I hit my head really hard, guys.
That's
Can
fair.
we have
Yeah,
Aurora
that's
roll it
true.
too? Aurora's with us.
and if you guys want, some of you still have inspiration. Just saying.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not wasting... Well, you know what?
Yeah, but I mean, it's already 8:20 and
That's true.
Most
I'll,
of you guys
You
have
know what? I'll re-roll with inspiration.
I'll
okay.
save mine for now.
Well, it was almost a nat 20. Instead, I got a 1.
God damn it. Okay, fine. I'll use mine. Okay. Well, I got an 11 minus 1, so I did get a 10.
Okay. You absolutely remember there being a signature on there.
There was totally, like, scribbles in that area.
And it was actually signed by the mayor. But on top of that, Shrike, you said you still have the wind spirit out?
Yep.
So, basically the wind spirit's like, something's weird about this. And Yuelia, being that you handle paper, you recognize that this is paper commonly used for magical purposes, like, I don't know, making scrolls.
Are contracts normally written on magical paper?
No, they're not.
Not really.
Not unless you're trying to do something sneaky.
Like the merchant. Although
Yeah,
his was
like
with the ink.
merchant.
I'm gonna grab the quest sheet that we got and see if I can see anything out of it.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna lean close. And just
I'm
kinda...
gonna assist you.
Are you
Yeah,
proficient
I don't
in
need
Arcana?
it. I just rolled a nat
Whoa.
20 plus 5.
Oh,
No.
Natural
Roll
20!
again, you have advantage.
Okay,
No.
but I
Some
rolled a nat 20
seriously-
plus 5.
some seriously cool stuff can happen if you do manage to somehow roll another natural.
I learned
So-
how to swim
Okay,
that way.
alright. I will do one more.
I learned how to swim.
Okay,
It
well,
was
that's a
magical
16.
moment.
Okay. So, basically, Shrike kind of uses his spirit. I don't know why my brain farted. So basically, you're examining this. Obviously, spell parchment. And if you kind of tilt it and everything, you can kind of make out that there was a on it. You can't really make out what it was. But the wind spirit comes around, Sylph.
Still.
Sylph comes around, and it just kind of blows magic at it, just a little bit, and the spell circle lights up just. And in that amount of time, you can see just in that moment that this whole paper was meant to. How do I word it? It's basically after a certain time, stuff on the paper gets removed. So it's kind of like what people want to do, like the contract's terms to change after the fact.
Looking at it, do I
Bugger.
see anything else that changed besides just the name disappearing?
Yes, actually.
Oh shit.
It doesn't say when you were supposed to come anymore. A 4 weeks thing is gone all of a sudden.
Can I turn to the children and ask them a question?
Sure.
I'm gonna kind of get down on their level and say, "Hey, have any jesters come into town lately? Have you seen any?" I look up at
Very
Mirra.
small one. He was shorter than us. And they start laughing.
We haven't met that one before.
Maybe they have something to do with bringing us here in the first place. I ruffle the kid's hair and give him a piece of candy.
Ooh.
Piece of candy.
Piece of candy.
In fact, I'll actually just pass out some candies to the kids and tell them that while it's sad, we're gonna head to my family's farm now. So they have to say goodbye to the animals.
You feel a tug on your clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, it's a little boy. He's like, because you shared candy with us, I'll share a secret with you.
Okay.
I could totally hear this too.
I lean down.
I'm pretending I'm not listening, but I'm listening.
He goes, that jester's still here. He hasn't left.
Do you know where he is? But he is here. Okay,
We
thank
see
you.
him in town every once in a while.
I give him an extra piece of candy and
Piece
And
of
I
candy.
say, if you see him again, come tell us, okay?
Okay. And they all go running off.
Bye!
Like, you still have passengers, though. The horse and the sheep don't have passengers, but you still have passengers.
That's
Shrike?
fine.
Shrike does,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure it was Shrike.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Alright, maybe I think we should head back to my farm so we can try to puzzle this out a little bit. The mayor did seem to genuinely not know why we were here.
Okay, guys.
I mean,
We're gonna be
there's
heading
also the
off
fact-
now. I'll give you each a cookie if you go with the others.
Hello, Dwarf.
Where did the mayor head off to?
Okay, 2 cookies.
Most likely his office.
He didn't really say, he just said he was going back to Mayor.
To do mayorly things.
Mayorly things.
He takes the cookies and boldly leaps off into a tumble and runs off with her cookies.
Oh.
Breya.
That's pretty impressive. That's like a 6-foot drop.
Yeah.
I look
There's
at
also
Lilith.
the fact. There's also the fact that we were talking out in the open.
Oh.
I'm aware, but
I'm
we'll have
gonna.
we'll have to be careful.
Alright.
I don't trust him. I'm gonna go follow him.
But he seems so nice.
The mayor who's mayoring?
Yes. See
Okay.
anything he's doing.
Are you...
I look
I'm
a
gonna
little
try.
I'm
unsure
gonna be
about that
sneaky about it.
decision.
I'm
Do
gonna
we
try
see,
and
do we
if-
see you doing that?
If you're gonna
Do
be
we-
sneaky, you should take Lilith with you. I don't like one person running off by themselves. Does everybody have their travel buddy?
I look a little off put by the idea of following him because I've always like known him to be a good man, but also we can't not investigate people, you know?
It was his signature.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a closer look. I'll have Elvie with me if anything happens.
But just as a reminder, this may or may not be the case, but just in case, because some people might be on this mind track and others not, remember that the cult was impersonating people.
Yes.
Or at least that's what
yeah.
was believed to be happening back at the
Oh.
docks.
That did indeed cross my mind.
Yeah,
That-
I'm gonna follow, or at least I'm gonna try and catch up to him and just try and be sneaky.
Are
if
you
I
just
can watch.
following at a distance, or are you being discreet
Yeah.
and being up close?
No, following at a distance, but you know, enough not to.
I mean, you
Uh,
we're
Kind of making
yeah.
it look like you're exploring the town.
yeah, you're on
Right,
a tour.
but also not. But yeah, exactly. Not trying to get anybody's attention either. So I am also.
What I'm gonna do
trying to
is
hide behind any.
Would you like me to dress you up as a
hay
small
or
child?
barrels or
So what I'm gonna have you do is instead of rolling stealth, you're gonna roll performance.
I'm so good at performance.
oh, why would you do that? I'd rather do stealth.
That's
But-
too bad.
Are you going alone?
I am
Okay.
at least well, and Elvie, but yes.
Can I have Sylph also follow?
Sure.
Since
They can't do anything out of a certain distance from you, but they can follow anywhere.
they're just gonna be part of the breeze, basically. They're not gonna do anything.
Okay, so you want me to do a performance check?
Correct.
Roll good. We all used our inspirations.
Well, that's a 5.
Awesome.
I mean, if there's any inspirations left, I guess you could.
Yeah, I'm gonna use mine.
You have yours
Try
left?
that again. Yep. Well, not anymore. Let's find out. Okay, that's better. 14.
Nice.
Okay. So, instead of being sneaky, which could kind of pass you off as being, you know,
Weird.
Burglar.
weird or raising red flags, like what the heck is this person doing? You basically, you know, give up the act that you are exploring town, or looking, that you're taking in the sights and checking everything out, the food stalls and everything, but you always have your eye on the mayor, no matter what you're doing, and you only stay just long enough to make sure that you can either trot ahead to catch up, or that, you know, you have him in your eyesight and not letting him get too far away. I'll let you do that for a while, and I'm gonna have the rest of the group go to the farm.
Yeah, I'm heading back home right now.
Now, we'll say that you're on the western side of the small town.
Mhm.
Where would your farm be located?
I think we actually said that my farm was on the northern half of town.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
and
I,
that it had the most farmland.
you guys have the most farmland, and you guys have the only acreage that has a like actual river running through it,
Mhm.
which helps you guys a lot. Most of the other people have to either use rain to kind of help them out with the farms.
Breya, are
But
you rich?
you guys can make use of the river, which is actually a pretty big deal.
Rich in food. A lot of people in the town don't necessarily deal in coin. A lot of people here will just trade food for other food.
So you're rich.
Or food for services rendered, food for
Yeah.
clothes. I mean, halflings are really into food.
Yeah,
It's
so
no exaggeration that while a halfling can live off a normal set of rations, a halfling can easily out-eat the majority of creatures 3 times its size.
Try me.
yeah, they can survive off rations, but rations make them sad.
Oh, same.
But what about
And then there's Shrike, who doesn't need to properly eat.
what? Why are these people stuffing random objects into their mouths? And they have to masticate too? Savages.
What kind of nightmare is this?
But again, there's just this wave of serenity that kind of washes over you guys because you guys went from a really, really intense environment with lots of violence and adrenaline and all that stuff, and now it's just good. Everything's good.
We got out to the countryside.
I mean, it's kind of worrying that you're hearing stuff about a small jester, but you don't feel like that's an active threat that these people are worried about. Which
Yeah.
could be a good or bad thing.
Right, because first of all, why would they worry?
Even if you
second of
told
all,
them, they probably wouldn't.
yeah.
I will be right back while that goes.
Sure. But as you guys are making your way north, it's just, even if it's for a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes, a couple of hours, it's just nice to take in an environment where, combat isn't a thing.
I'm gonna chat up Mirra as we go and be like, you're gonna love it. We have chickens, we have ducks, we have doggies, and there's a cat, and there's just a bunch of farm animals, and you're gonna love it.
Oh my god, I want to pet them all.
They also have, so I said there's the normal range of regular, so there's like duck, chicken, whatever. But there's also, how do I word it? There's also magical versions of these things. And there's also a particular house cat that lives on Breya's farm, but it's literally the size of, how do I word this? Say
It's
what
a bear.
Well, it's actually bigger than a Vallonan bear. It's literally a gigantic, fluffy cat with like the smash face.
See, when
Oh
you
my
hear
God.
this stuff, this is why you can understand that I'm like, I'm gonna domesticate a Vallonan bear.
But
I want one.
Terrifying.
it more or less acts. It's very intelligent and more or less acts as a family security system. Not that it really needs it.
Most likely a protector of livestock as well.
Yeah, it more or less keeps wild animals from getting.
So like an
Precious car-
alpaca.
Yeah, but it's
No,
A
no
cat.
chickens for them.
it's a giant cat.
Yes! I want to be friends with it.
It's very friendly.
Is it angry? Does it look angry?
No,
It
it's
looks
friendly.
angry. I mean, it's one of them smushy faced cats. So it always looks angry.
There's a normal-sized dog as well that also protects livestock.
When we say normal-sized dog, are we talking like Chihuahua normal or like Labrador normal? Like, what are we talking about here?
Probably something like and
Great
you know what?
Dane,
They
Irish
have.
Wolfhound,
Hold on.
Vet
You know what?
Mastiff.
I have decided. So they have 2 corgis that herd their sheep,
Pain
and
Corso.
then they have a big white dog that protects the livestock.
I'm gonna play with all the animals.
I'm taking the corgis.
Here we go. I found a good picture. But I'm telling you this because you guys see it now. As the guys are heading towards...
Yes! I want him!
You guys are heading towards...
Look at its face!
property. You see this colossal cat just kind of watching you get closer.
I'm terrified.
If its face was exactly like that, it's slightly terrifying.
It is exactly like that.
Hi, kitty!
It is that, just giant.
Yeah.
I immediately run up to him.
I'm following.
Hello, Sir Scruffles.
I was about to say, go ahead and name it.
Sir Scruffles.
Sir Scruffles.
Hold on. Cat.
More or less the town mascot.
I want one.
Well, as far as anybody's aware of, this is a magical cat. It's been around generation.
Can we hear and or see the creek from here?
Oh yeah, it's a river.
I'm 100% going there.
I'm just gonna wander around the bottom of the
Bye,
river.
Breya's family. Bye.
I'm straight up just going to the water.
As you go to
You're
go,
gonna get chased by corgis.
as you try to go past Sir Scruffles, it seemed to be very content purring with its familiar master returning, but it stops sprinting and immediately just pins you down to the ground with its paw as you try to walk past.
Breya.
Like, no string check even required, just, it's like...
Sir Scruffles, I have to go to the farm.
It looks at you, and it looks at him, and it looks at you.
I scratch the fur of his paw. That's pinning me down.
It's pinning Shrike
Shrike.
down.
Yeah,
Oh,
Shrike
I thought it
down.
was me.
No. You're hugging Sir Scruffles, but Sir Scruffles has pinned Shrike that tried to walk past.
I look at Sir Scruffles. I'm like, I promise he's okay. He's not gonna hurt anyone. He's just a little bit weird.
He takes his paw off.
Hi, Sir
And then you just
Scruffles!
see, as he takes his paw off, you just see his big tongue, like his nose, and go back.
How'd that feel,
And
Shrike?
I continue on my walk.
He keeps on going like nothing happened.
Oh, I remember this.
Hi, we're Breya's
You
friends.
remember
Can
it,
I
I
give
won't
you
catch
a hug?
I will introduce Mirra to Sir Scruffles.
Witness the incredible Sir Scruffles.
Ah, I love it. Can I hug
Right,
you?
Glory.
I glomp onto him. Ah.
Gary seems to like Sir Scruffles as well.
Hello, Gary.
The horse is kind of just there.
The horse is like, what fucking lunacy have I gotten myself into?
The horse doesn't remark, like, Gary seems to have...
Personality?
Yeah, Gary, I mean, steel horn sheep are, in essence, somewhat magical. But I wouldn't say they're incredibly intelligent, but they have real true personality. But the horse just seems to be a horse.
Yeah, he's just along for the ride.
He snorts like every couple of, or here and there, and eats the grass. That's about it.
I can't stop rubbing my face on Sir Scruffles.
Doesn't seem to mind.
The 2 small dogs are Dash and Chase, and the big dog's name is Ice. He's all white.
Right?
So.
You have made it to the river and the bridge that crosses it. Well, one of the bridges that crosses it.
I'm ignoring the bridge and going to the water.
I
Okay.
am back.
Okay,
Welcome back.
I'm crossing the bridge
If
like a
you look-
human.
If you look in the in-character chat, Mikey, there's a gigantic cat.
Oh, okay.
Isn't he beautiful? This is Scruffles.
Is it after me or?
Tis the
No,
guardian of the farm.
It's actually, I guess you could say, a magical beast that just likes this place and guards the animals against like wild things like
You're-
the bear.
You're fine on your walk, pretty
Bears.
much.
And Shrikes.
Yeah, you're fine on your walk. This is just a giant ass cat that guards the farm.
Cool.
I may have to be dragged away from Scruffles. Scruffles?
It's that you, given your cat
Scruffles.
ears, you seem to have an affinity with this creature.
Yeah.
I'll peel her off. Come on.
Yeah. Honestly, Mirra, when you retire one day, you should just move here. There's tons of animals.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Okay, I go with Lilith.
And lots of kitchens to bake cookies in.
Oh, I do like big cookies. Okay, I go with Lilith to find the corgis and hug the corgis, and then all of the other animals each get hugs in return. Sorry, it's taking a hot minute. I
So,
follow Lilith.
as you're kind of messing around with Sir Scruffles, Shrike, there's an individual crossing over the bridge. They seem kind of, as they're walking along, they finally notice this, like, person that's taller than them sitting down. I'm assuming you're, like, touching the water, I guess? Or you just
Yeah,
standing
I'm
in the
just
water?
chilling. In the
Dude, I
water.
thought he would just like walked through the river, like.
That's what I was asking.
I'm chilling in the river. Like I'm just full on sitting in the river.
Like, are you
Right.
sitting, like, you go in the middle of the river and then, like, sit? Or are
Yeah,
you just, like, standing so,
I'm
like,
gonna-
half your body is...
I'm going to dismiss Sylph, and I'm going to summon the what did we call her? Yeah,
Was
that
it
one,
Still
the
with
Undine.
me?
Well,
Yeah.
like,
And I dismissed her.
You,
Oh,
you,
so I
technically, you technically named the Undine Mirra also.
Yes, I am
But
summoning
that's
Mirra
my name.
with one R.
So I just see this random, or the sylph that was with me just poof.
Poof.
Yep, pretty much.
More or less.
Okay. Huh.
Don't worry about it.
Now he's like, I killed Sylph.
Oh
He's
no.
fucking panicking.
Yeah, so I
Okay,
have
because
Mirra out, and
you
I'm
only-
playing with Mirra in the water.
Is that Yuelia is not there, but I just want... let's see. But this individual's crossing over the bridge, and then he sees you and he's like, what the heck? But you don't seem to be doing anything threatening. They're like,
I'm just
okay,
playing
and he
with
just
it.
goes along with his business. And
I'm just
just
playing
keeps
with a
going forward.
mermaidish figure.
But a little boy sees you guys messing with Sir Scruffles
Yes.
until he basically is like, Breya! And you see him start, you hear a person yelling, Breya, Breya, Breya!
Brace, I was calling you.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to look.
You would
I must-
recognize this boy as Tig.
Ah,
Right? Tig.
Tig is what
Oh,
I initially
alright.
went with.
Just making sure I pronounced it right. But it's Tig. He's running towards Breya.
I want to run towards him and hug him.
Oh, goodness, crack. But you definitely, depending on what form of bear hug you give, you definitely crack. Just
Yeah, I, like pick up and spin, and then I'm gonna like turn to everyone and say, "This is the next elite that's gonna come from the village. This is my brother Tig."
Hello.
hello, everyone.
Hello.
I set him down, so I'm no longer killing him.
He talks in like a very panicked tone. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe you're here. I didn't think you were gonna come. We weren't expecting it. We were expecting you to come a lot earlier when and he's kind of rambling. It doesn't make sense bit, but then he kind of throws out something that catches your ear for a moment. That the jester said you'd be coming much. But then he continues. I'm so happy that you make it. I didn't think you were actually gonna. We gotta tell everybody. We gotta tell everybody you're here. And then he goes, "Oh, wait a second. I guess they're still dealing with the problem."
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, while you were gone, a random chicken showed up.
Yeah! Is it Pojo? Pojo!
And we didn't really think anything of it until it exploded.
Yeah, it's Pojo. It's Pojo.
Stop metagaming peddling.
Wait. So what happened? What?
Exploded?
It exploded. It took the entire blue barn house down with it. One go.
Poor chicken.
One goat.
No, it's still alive.
What?
None of the other animals were hurt, but yeah. Exploding chicken. We've been having a very hard time figuring out what to do, because it kind of just does what it wants.
Oh, we
Wait.
should go there then.
So, you guys adopted an exploding chicken?
It sounds like it does what it wants.
Adopted is probably a bad word. It made its home here.
Okay.
I'm gonna befriend it.
This is a shitty drawing that I did on Paint in 2 seconds, but when you were describing him in the river, this is all I was picturing. Was just his head above the surface.
Yeah.
Now complete with a mermaid.
Undine. Mirra.
Mirra. But I'm Mirra.
Okay, let's head
Or
back to
Mirra
the
with
farm
2
and you can
Rs.
tell me more about this exploding chicken. I look back at everyone very confused because I've never heard of a self-destructing chicken before.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
The more you insist for me not to look at you, the more I think you're guilty.
Oh, poor Pojo.
Mirra has something to do with this chicken.
Alright. So, I'm gonna flip over back to Yuelia. We'll basically let Yuelia close out the session with what she...
Sounds good.
So, you have been following the mayor for quite some time. What's your passive perception, and then give me a perception.
Passive perception is 12. So,
Bet you wish you were part cat.
well, I'm gonna go with the 12 because I rolled a 4 and plus 2, so 6.
Yep, so, I mean, as far as you can tell, he's mayoring, talking to everybody, helping out. There was even a point where, I guess a toy boomerang got stuck in the tree and he went to climb it. An old man his age probably shouldn't be doing that. It looked like he was going to hurt himself, but he managed. But all in all, for the time that has passed so far, it doesn't seem like he's done anything.
That's highly suspect. That he is not suspect.
Not yet.
Let's see. Can I take a good look at him to see if I notice anything on him or anything odd about him?
Like you're trying to see if something's particularly off?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know this person, so I wouldn't know what they're really like. But
I mean, given
essentially, I want to see if I don't know, something just seems off.
I mean, Breya didn't particularly, and this is just analytical, but Breya didn't point anything odd about his demeanor or his attire.
Yeah. He seemed normal.
I mean, for the brief look that you got at him earlier, it didn't seem like there was anything particularly off like magical. And like I said, based off of everything so far, nothing visually seems off.
Okay. I think I'm just going to throw a shot in the dark here. I'm just gonna walk up to him and just start talking to him. Hi, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, hello again. And he looks down. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me a while to get used to somebody being so much shorter than I.
Yeah, I get that all the time. I'm just gonna get right to the point. We've had a lot of problems with the attacks in Valona and everything. How has your city been? How has your village been? Have you guys experienced any attacks?
Valona's been under attack?
I was gonna say that just happened. I don't think word got here.
What a clown.
Well, it's more like I wanted to see if anything.
That's true. You do you.
Well, I guess, actually, I didn't hear anything about the Jester, so never mind.
As far as I've been aware of, like I said, nothing really happens here, other than that incident with the cows. Apparently, as I know that you mentioned it, there seems to be something that happened about a day or two ago. Apparently, the, my brain.
Flatline.
I have to pull it up. Breya's family name.
Breya, what's your family name?
What is my family name?
Oh, jeez.
Well,
good night, everybody.
I'm looking at it. I see all of her family members.
I never gave them a last name. It didn't occur to me.
We'll give them one now.
Well, they're the Warm Hearth farm, so how about Hearth?
So, the Hearth family, apparently one of their barns exploded the other day. That's new.
Okay.
But, no, we've never been under attack. Especially not with Mr. Scruffles being here.
Scruffles?
Yes. My best explanation is that he's a giant magical cat.
Oh. Okay. Okay. That sounds safe. That's great. Okay, one last question.
Even the Valona bears don't mess with him.
One last question, I'll be out of
Sure.
here. Have you seen any suspicious figures around? Aside from us, of course.
Yes. It's hard to quite put my finger on it.
Anybody new in town in general?
Everyone keeps... I haven't seen them myself, but apparently there's this Jester individual that keeps popping up in people's conversations. I've yet to meet them or see them, or anything but hear about them. But they're not causing trouble, so I let it pass.
You wouldn't happen to know where I can find one, would you?
As I've said, I've never even seen them.
Okay, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Indeed. Oh, no. As of my time is your time. No worries at all. As if you ever have any more questions or anything to help with, oh, back to mayoring.
With this music, it's like we're playing Stardew Valley or some shit.
Okay. I'm not completely convinced, but after enough time has passed and I don't see anything different, especially as I'm not the right person to really know. So I guess I would just try and find...
If Yuelia wants to really just make sure, give me an investigation check really quick.
Investigation.
Well, that's a nat 1.
Well, Yuelia is done. What's your passive investigation?
13.
Okay. I mean, you've basically did the best that you could. These people seem happy. Nothing seems to be out of sorts or dangerous, other than you found out about a barn that exploded, which is to the north. Other than that, this place is almost too peaceful.
Too peaceful to be believable.
In Yuelia's mind, that's probably the case.
We did tell her where we were going, right?
Nope.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
She just walked off.
That's true. Okay.
So, anything Yuelia wants to do before we wrap it up for?
No.
I mean, Shrike also doesn't know where you guys went after you crossed the river.
And the one person, or at least the one being that I thought would at least help point me in the direction would be yourself, but you poofed it. So.
Or the mayor.
You could ask the mayor where the Breya's family is.
Yeah.
Because he just said the
Actually, yeah.
Hearth family. He didn't say it was Breya's family.
I pointed it out from the top of the airship if you have good memory.
That's true. Yeah, actually, that's true. Okay.
Yuelia has great memory.
Okay, then by
So you'd
yeah,
know
I
it's
would
north.
then I would just go towards there. So I would just tell LV to fly a little higher and keep her eyes peeled for friends or allies.
Or the jester.
Or the giant cat. We'll start with that.
She spies my head floating.
Oh no!
Right as you turn to leave, though, something catches your eye.
Oh.
It's
Your eye fade to black.
Hit the dart.
Oh,
oh,
jeez.
right in the no, hang on.
Ow, right in the kisser.
As you basically kind of just shrug and go about your business, you catch a symbol carved into like the very base of one of the buildings. Like, you're almost surprised you didn't notice it earlier. And that symbol looks like this.
Ooh. God damn it.
Ooh.
Uh,
It's a nice symbol. It has little hearts.
You guys
Can I
have seen
see
this
if I
symbol
know?
before.
That's the
I
one
have
from when the
seen it.
cultists attacked the courthouse.
What
We put it on
Yep.
Breya's hand.
it is.
I guess I don't know that. So would I
She
know
does-
what that?
She does not know that.
Okay.
If Belhaven told her about the symbol after he removed it from Breya's hand, she might.
No, that never occurred.
It wouldn't have come up in casual conversation. Not
fair.
between us.
In any case, that is where we'll wrap it up for tonight.
Not there is Dune.
Level 4?
There
Alright.
is a Dune.
I gotta run out. So good night, people.
Night.
Night.
Too peaceful.
Peace and prosperity, friends. Live long and prosper.
I would say as we're like crossing the bridge that I try and get Shrike's attention.
Pedi.
It
Yes.
does not work. I am paying attention to I'm paying attention to the other Mirra.
Yes.
But that is the end of today's session. I hope you guys had a lot of fun for just a
I always have fun.
nice role play trip. If you guys have anything while you guys have a bunch of
You're cutting out a lot.
Is he cutting out a lot? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
good.
I've learned to read lips.
Me
Because-
too. His mic always cuts out, but it's
It
getting
doesn't
worse.
work. It doesn't work when he cuts out and his mic's off though.
That's true. That happens sometimes.
sorry. I don't
The
know why
must-
it's turning off.
The mustache throws it off a little bit,
Right?
but you know I got this.
It might have been.
He's pretty much saying if we have a lot of free time right now if we want to do something.
Ah, yeah,
So
next.
as I say, so right now, do you guys have a lot of free times?
He paused.
I got free times, and then that.
I'm trying to figure out if it cuts off when the green.
Yep. Yep. There it goes. That one right there.
Yeah, whatever it did halfway through your sentence.
Go ahead. Give us some ASMR, Josh.
Nope.
No.
Nothing.
It doesn't work.
Nope, not working. I think your sensitivity might be.
It might have to be something I look into. But in any case, I'll keep it in short bursts because that seems to work. You guys have a lot of free time?
Okay.
Feel free to tell me what you guys want to do with that free time.
Okay.
But next week we'll pick up going to Breya's house, other than Yuelia, because I don't know what Yuelia's gonna do. But I hope you guys had fun, and I hope to see you guys next Tuesday.
Bye, Jenny.
Bye, Jenny.
Bye, Josh. Bye, Jenny.